Hi, it's Gina. Um, I am sporting my wet rat look because it is hot today and pretty much every summer day from here until the end of summer, even though I'm pretty far north. I think we're looking at like 103 or so. I just wanted to share my garage progress. Things are going well and show you how I am taking some pictures of clothing. I used to have a great clothing setup, and then I switched over to hard goods for my reselling purposes. And hard goods and shoes are really easy to take a picture of in a very small space. But with clothing, you need to spread it out, either hang it or lay it flat and really show the entire garment, which is typically somewhere between 3 and 5 feet, depending on the item. And so I need a larger area. I'm gonna try both my kitchen floor and my dining room floor because I have both tile and hardwood, and I'm not sure which one's gonna look better. I've been kind of playing around with it. I also have like a butcher block wood desk from Pier 1 that I got on Craigslist that I could use, but it's currently full of items that need to be assigned SKUs and put away. So that's out for today. Update on the MS. So the reason I do resale is multiple sclerosis is a finicky little funny thing. Some days are super awesome, some days no good at all. But I've been managing, and things are getting better and better every time I go to neurofeedback, which is unbelievable. At one point, I honestly thought that I was never going to be back to anything even resembling who I was in the past. In the past, I worked in the medical field. I went and got my certificate for medical assisting in the 90s, and then I was working for durable medical equipment. I've helped with everything from hospital beds to oxygen, nebulizers, IV therapy. I did a round in the county hospital for my externship from school and did not like it. So I never wanted to be in a clinic setting. It just wasn't the flow for me. I like to have my own flow, which definitely is one of the reasons why I prefer to do this type of work instead. But I stayed in the medical genre of things for 18 years, through, well, I guess technically it was 4 companies, 3 positions, over the 18 years, 4 companies because one was sold, along with me and 2 other employees, essentially, to keep the place running. And so I knew that it was taking a toll on me, but in the last one that I had, I was actually having symptoms from multiple sclerosis that I didn't know were multiple sclerosis symptoms. At the time, I knew that it was just very stressful to not be able to have control over things like pain and headaches and emotions. So it was frustrating because I kind of was convinced I was going to go crazy, or I was going crazy. Long story short, gave up the medical situation and became a stay-at-home mom, which did not last very long. I had to do some kind of work. I ended up selling online, being extremely active with my children in their schooling. And then fast forward through lots of moves. My husband at the time and he wanted to get out of the position that he was in, and so he decided that with my help and support, he'd make the switch over to being his own employer for a consulting business for the business that he's in, and that went really well. It didn't take very long for him to be offered a partner position in another company that he had previously worked with. So that opened up the opportunity for me to withdraw a bit from that scenario and start my own. And I'm not sure where I'm going with this exactly as far as the business goes. I really enjoy sourcing. I really, really enjoy it. I love to see the things that people don't want for whatever reason. I'm nosy. I don't know. I enjoy having the time to touch them and feel them and hold them and experience them and then move them on to somebody who actually has been looking for them. Um, I really, I don't know, there's something about it that just like to know that you've had something at one time. So anyway, I wanted to show you the progress. I have 1, 2, 3 racks of items that have already been listed and are for sale currently at the store. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are full of unlisted items, plus a really large section here that needs to be sorted and put up for sale. So there's fun things. There's Fender amplifiers. I think that's what it's called. And there's clothes galore. I have so many clothes to go through. But I'll show you today the clothes that I will be taking photos of and a couple of brands that I did not know even existed now that I'm getting back into women's fashion. And then also maybe show you a couple things that I have listed in the hard goods and probably show you what I've been saying I would do for a long time, my inventory system that's in the house. So yeah, that's the plan. So these are the 2 backgrounds that I'm going to try today for the clothing, just so that I can lay them out. I don't love the tile background because my grout has discolored over time and I'm not sure how that'll look. I think on the darker items it'll be okay because I can just use the whiteout background. And the wood background, it seems all right as long as I'm in the right position to not get a reflection. I think that that's something that I can work with, especially for the lighter colors. Yeah, so those are my choices. I might have to rethink this. I'm trying to lay out my very first item, which is a Graceland sweater, but my help was unanticipated, and I'm not sure he's helping as much as he thinks he is. Are you holding that sucker down for me? This has strings. I'm sure that's a big draw, right? This is Captain. Yeah. So I'm going to have to clean this sweater now in case anybody's allergic and rethink this whole thing. All right, we're taking a detour to my interior inventory system since Captain is helping at the moment. These banker boxes seem to be the easiest for me to keep under control. I really like them. They stack easily, they move easily, they stay pretty well structured. I did have them in quasi-alphabetical order at one point, and they have been jumbled because I had the house painted, and it just became a mess when I put them back. But even with them out of order, it's still very easy to spot the items via the box. So it's really not a bad thing at all. So this is what my interior inventory looks like. And brace yourself for this one. This is what my current situation is for items that need to be placed in inventory with a SKU. Ah! It's a little much, I know. But I'll get there. Okay, well, the day's gotten away from me. It is nighttime already. My sunset looks great out there. But I did not realize how late it's getting. I'm calling it a day because I am absolutely beat. I think I'm going to go ahead and upload this since I want to get back on track with uploading, and I went 1 week with none. So I will just conclude this video and get to the rest of it hopefully tomorrow, where I can add the items that I listed and the brands. I was so tired today, I didn't even make my 10,000 steps. I'm like at 6,300. Keeps turning off. Anyway, good night.